How to use the polar grid tool in Illustrator. Now I'm just going to run through a number of polar grid designs that you can possibly create, but of course there's thousands and thousands of other possibles. Now you can see a grid there already created. Now you can find the rectangular grid, polar grid, etc. just beneath the line segment tool. That's the key thing. I'm just going to drag that one over. Just click there and then you can see the design there. Very basic design polar grid. It's got a fill, so you can set the fill on or off. You can also modify the number of radial dividers as well as concentric dividers just by double clicking the actual tool icon. You can also go over to the properties panel. This is in CC 2019. Just go and change the stroke weight or width, depending on what you want to call it. You can double click on the design there, just on the polar grid, and change the dividers to say 5, set the fill grid to off. Now also what you can do if you want to colour that, you can just quickly go to the live paint tool, just go there and you change the colours, run through all the different colours, and you can fill individual pie slices or polar grid slices very quickly. Once you've actually done that, you can then expand it. If you want to expand it, you can do that via the object menu as well. And then ungroup a few times. Sometimes it does require a few ungroups. Just drag that across and you can see now you've got separate strokes and the actual fill. So you can resize the stroke design. And also what you can do, you can actually ungroup that pie slice, that polar grid that's obviously just the fills. You can just ungroup again, change the colour for that design, and you can just drag that up to the top again. Just move that up there. And also what you can do, you can individually select the different slices, so you can just sort of move that out. You can of course do it with all the other designs if you want, move them different distances. You can go to the effects menu and you can say like add extrudes, you can add blurs and many other effects, all very quickly added to that polar grid. So you don't have to leave it as is. You can recolour it using the colour guide, all those sorts of things as well. Now, what you can do, you can use again the live paint tool, just quickly colour that polar grid and just fill that, and then go to the effect menu and use extrude. It looks a bit better I think with actual colours in it. Extrude, and then just go preview again, put that on, set the depth and click OK. So once you've actually got that, you can then of course modify it at any point. You don't have to keep it like that. You can quickly go to the appearance panel, change the effects and so on and so on. Now double click again and what you can do, you can set the various radial, you can set the concentric dividers. You don't have to keep it 0, you can keep it 10, 15, and what you can see then you've got concentric and radial at the same time. Again, use the live paint, you can actually recolour the individual cells of the polar grid. Just quickly go through there, just add the colour there. Now of course you could fill the whole thing. I'm just filling a couple, otherwise I'll be going through it, each and every one of those with the polar grid. You can again expand that. You can then select the individual slices if you wish and drag those cells out from there. Again, polar grid tool, and you can see the polar grid there. And what you can do then, object and transform, maybe scale and shear, that's another possibility. And you can set the shear angle, set preview on so you can actually see it. It's always turned off, so click OK. Just drag that over again with the design. What you can do then, select the polar grid tool again, double click on it, and you can set the number of radial dividers to 0. Click OK, and then you'll get sort of rings. That's it, just basic circular design. And you can go and modify the actual stroke, and then you can change the colour. You don't have to go continue with black. You can also go to down the bottom you've got profiles, so you can actually select different profiles. You can use the width tool as well, so you can actually modify each of those actual designs. Once you've actually created that, what you can do, you can duplicate the actual polar grid design. So you just hold down the Alt key or Option key and duplicate the design and then just offset it slightly. So you can sort of create an echo design very quickly using those. You can also do that with multiple polar grids, so just go polar grid tool again. Now you could set it to 50 concentric circle or whatever. You can change, you don't have to keep them all the same. As you drag out, you could actually add more or less. You can select all those. Of course, what you can also do, once you've selected that, you can go and select maybe a rectangle and then just basically just cover over those designs and then mask it using the object menu and mask, clip and mask. You can also use skew. You can just go double click on the polar grid tool options and you can set skew. So what you can do, you can see you've got a different circular design there. You can change the skew to 117, just there, or maybe the other way. Just going to go back, maybe minus value, click OK, and you can do the same with the radial as well. Hope you found this interesting. Thank you much.